Well, good midday to you. This is Daryllorette here at Daryllorette Cafe. Well, I'm currently, I just got back from a killer workout not too long ago. I finished about a little over an hour ago. And I went over to the grocery store and picked up a few things that I needed to last me until the weekend. And got home, had a shower, put my groceries away, and put on some chicken noodle soup, which is currently on the stove right now, still cooking. So my workout today, I started to feel like I was beginning to stagnate, and I wasn't learning anything new for the last couple of classes. And today I spent a good part of an hour going over the second part of the first form, literally over and over and over and over again, until I pretty much had it memorized. So along with myself and two other classmates, a couple of guys who have their yellow sashes, they helped me go over the second part of the first form, and we did it over and over again until I pretty much could actually lead our group and do it almost on my own. Where I was at the point where I eventually was able to lead the three of us, and I think by the time hopefully the next time I go to workout and I try to I'll be there by myself, and I'll try to put together the first part. Well, first what I'll do is I'll just start with the second part. You can do this, I've done this with acting, learning lines. I mean, instead of starting from start to finish, you take, say, maybe a really difficult section of dialogue, and you start maybe in the middle of that dialogue, and you don't necessarily have to learn anything linearly. You know, it's like you don't have to start something from the beginning necessarily. You can always start something from the middle, you know. So, but you know, the first thing I've learned was the first part, and I've got that first part pretty much memorized. So my next task is to memorize the second part. So I think I won't know until the next time I go to workout, where I can just stand in front of the mirror and by myself and go through the second part of the form, and to see whether or not that I was able to memorize that today, because I did it so many times, dozens of times. I think I did it dozens of times, and over and over again, in order to memorize it. For me, that's the only way I can learn something. It's like you know, when you did something bad when you were a kid in school, they made you write lines on the chalkboard, like Bart Simpson at the beginning of The Simpsons. Terrible example, I know, but it's like, you know, I will not do this ever again. It's a bit, but repetition. It's all about. I think that's not necessarily a punishment. I think your teacher is trying to tell you something, and what they're trying to tell you is that, you know, if you really, really want to learn something, just do it over and over and over and over again until you've learnt it. And because that's basically, I think, how the human mind works. The only way you can learn to do something, no matter what it is in life, You have to do it over and over and over again. And that would be my lesson today. If you're trying to learn anything, whether you're taking up a new hobby or you're, doesn't matter what, you can use anything for an example. If you want to learn something, stick with it. You know, just, if you have a real passion for it, if you think you have a passion for it, or if you know you have a passion for it, just stick with it and keep practicing. Do it over and over and over again. You know, whether it's a hobby, whether it's some sort of fitness class, even like an aerobics class. I mean, you were starting out with an aerobics class. The first time you went to that aerobics class, you would really feel out of place. And I know because I've done aerobics in the past. I've done aerobics, and until you follow the teacher, who's usually at the front of the class, and the other students if you get lost. You know, I've done that in other learning situations as well. You know, it's not necessarily like you're cheating and copying the notes from the guy next door to you, who's sitting at the desk next to you. You know, you're not cheating. You're just because it's not that sort of learning situation. What you're doing is you're exercising, and you're learning as a group of individuals. You're not in an institutional setting like a classroom, a high school, or a university or a college. It's just a loose association of people gathered together for a semi-social activity, and you're doing it with that respect, and you're doing it for the exercise, which is something we all need. So I guess that's something I've learned today, and I hope maybe that's something you've learned today. So until next time, this is Daryl Lorette here at Daryl Lorette Cafe, wishing you a good day, and hopefully I'll see you later on this afternoon. So bye for now.